China has identified the cause of the mysterious new virus.
Coronavirus.
There are fears a rapidly spreading virus has reached Australia.
This is a rapidly emerging situation where there is not a cause for alarm.
The first US case has been detected.
There's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
China is urging its citizens not to travel abroad as it struggles to contain the virus.
We will be standing up Christmas Island as a quarantine area.
Foreign nationals coming from China are now banned from entering the country.
I have today declared that the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
We now have a name for the disease, COVID-19.
Good day to all of you and welcome to the Shelters Airline. We are here to remind you one of the important security measures in place at these airports, which will assist us in remaining safe during our trip. The things we say are important in order to gain a deeper understanding of the process by which we arrive at our destinations. First, we require that all passengers check in prior to boarding. At this point, you will be asked several major security questions concerning the items you are bringing onto our flights. Additionally, we'll issue you with a boarding card, an RT-PCR test, and vaccination cards, which you must present to airport security personnel in Step 3. Checking in can be done in one of the three ways: by visiting our check-in counter at these airports, using the self-service kiosks at these airports, and using the online check-in facility on our websites. Check-in closes exactly 40 minutes before your flight's depart, so it is essential that you arrive at the airport in plenty of time to check in. We strongly advise you to arrive at the airport at least 40 minutes prior to your flights to allow sufficient time to complete all necessary procedures. Our website offers online check-in. We will notify you via email when online check-in becomes available, which is 24 hours before your flight's departs. The process is rather straightforward. We simply ask you a pertinent questions and ensure that you're assigned a seat if you didn't pre-select one. You will then be able to download your boarding pass, print it on your printers, or have it emailed to you. Online check-in closes 4 hours prior to the departures of the flights. These touchscreen machines, which resemble ATMs, are located near the departure hall check-in counters. To check in using one of these machines, simply touch on the place fare icons and follow the symbols on-screen instructions. Your booking reference numbers, the 6 characters codes that appears at the top of all your emails, will be used to identify your records. This check-in options is available 2 hours before to the flight's departures and close 40 minutes prior to the flight's departure. At the bottom of these informations, you will find a list of the airports we serve and locations for our check-in desks. Our check-in desks are prominently marked a bright blue and pink placards. Notes on checking in. To check in, you will need your booking reference number. We do not require presentation of the credit card used to purchase flights. Be sure to ask the check-in assistants any questions you may have about how to move through the airports or find your flights. Our teams are there to help you.
Second, check-in luggage. If you have selected to travel with the check-in bag, you have to hand the bag over to us at the check-in stage. Your bag will be tagged with a sticker to identify it and then gets passed through the airport security screening facilities to ensure that it is safe to be transported aboard an aircraft. If you are unsure about what you can pack in your bag, be sure to read our luggage policy. If you chose to check in online or using the self-service kiosk, you can proceed directly to our bag drop queue. This is a sort of express queue where you can simply drop off your bag for tagging and processing because you have already been checked in. If you chose to check in at one of our counters, our staff will take your bag from you at this point. Notes on checked luggage. Be sure that your luggage is within the required size and weight restrictions. It should not exceed 20 kilograms and the maximum size dimensions are 90 by 75 by 43 centimeter. Make sure that you have not packed any dangerous goods into your luggage. Ensure that you have no valuable items like cash, jewelry, expensive perfumes, or personal electronics in your checked luggage. It is a good idea to have a lock on your luggage. It is a good idea to have your luggage wrapped at the airport to protect it from staff.
Third, once you check in and handed over your luggage, it will be time to go through the airport security. Signs will indicate where the entrance to the departure halls are. But if you are unsure, please ask our staff who will gladly direct you. At the airport security, you will be required to pass your hand luggage through an X-ray machine where it will be checked for dangerous goods. You will also be required to pass through a metal detector. Stand at the entrance of the metal detector. Once you clear to do so, the officer on the other side will call you to walk through. If you do not hear a beep, you may continue to collect your luggage on the other side. If the metal detector does beep, you will need to be patted down. Do not worry, these detectors are very sensitive and they go off often, so there is no need to be concerned or embarrassed if this happens to you. Simply stand to one side and an airport official of your same sex will come and pat you down. The airport official should ask your permission before patting you down and will ask you to raise your arms when they do so. You have the right to refuse to be touched by the airport official, in which case they are required to bring a handheld metal detector one to scan your body for any metal items. Once you're on the other side of the scan, it's time to gather all your belongings again and head off to find your gate. Be sure to keep your boarding pass handy. Notes on airport security. Make sure that you understand the rules around dangerous goods at airports. Liquid like cup of coffee or tube of moisturizer are allowed in your carry-on luggage when flying domestically in Manila. The officer may ask to inspect any strange or unusual items in your luggage. People traveling with laptop computers are required to remove from any bags and put them through X-ray separately.
Boarding gates are identified by a letter and a number. For example, A12. This will be printed on your boarding pass. If you check in online, there will be no boarding gate reflected on your boarding pass, and then you will have to consult the informational monitors at the airport. Please note that while it seldom happens, boarding gates can be changed. So it is very important that you keep an eye on the informational boards. Boarding for your flight will close 15 minutes before flight departs, and if you miss this cutoff, you will miss your flight, even if you can still see your aircraft through the window. So make sure to be at the gates on time. The time boarding starts will be indicated on your boarding pass. Even if you have some time to kill and want to visit a restaurant, shop, or airport lounge, it's a great idea to go and locate your boarding gate first. This way you will know where it is and how long it will take you to get there. The airports have clear signage indicating where the gates are, but if you feel overwhelmed or get lost, make sure to ask someone for direction.
Last, once boarding begins, our teams will scan your boarding pass again and turn off a section, leaving you with the stub. They will also check your ID, so make sure that every passenger has their ID, RT-PCR result, vaccination card, birth certificate, driver's license, or passport ready at the boarding gate. Passengers will then either be directed down a chute to the aircraft, or you will be shown onto a bus that will take you to a remote parking bay for the aircraft. Keep your boarding pass handy to show the crew aboard the aircraft. Once you get to the aircraft, you will be greeted by one of our friendly cabin crew. They will ask to check your boarding pass to do a final check that you are indeed on the correct flight. They will then direct you to your allocated seat. Make sure to put all all your belongings in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Settle into your seat and put your seatbelt on, and then sit back and relax. Our crew will take it from there. Notes on boarding: keep your ID and boarding pass handy until you reach your seat. Boarding closes 15 minutes before your flight departs. We hope you found this information useful and look forward to seeing you in our flights. Please keep in mind that our team is available to assist you, and feel free to contact them with any questions you may have at any step of the process. Thank you and God bless.
Good afternoon, passengers. This is the pre-boarding announcement for Flight 891A to Manila. We are now inviting those passengers with small children and any passengers requiring special assistance to ensure that we're correctly wearing our face mask and face shield, as well as having little disinfectants or sanitizing spray on hand to protect us from the virus we currently have. To begin boarding at this time, please have your RT-PCR test, vaccination card, swab test result, boarding pass, and identification ready. Regular boarding will begin in approximately 10 minutes time. Again, this is the final boarding call for passengers. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board on Flight 891A with a service from Sapa Acres to Manila. We are currently third in line for takeoff and are expected to be in the air in approximately 7 minutes time. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelt at these times and secure all the baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments. We also ask that your seat and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please turn off all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Removing face masks, talking without face mask, and smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight. Thank you for choosing Shelter Airlines.
Respectable ladies and gentlemen, this is Daryl and I'd like to welcome you on board on behalf of my Captain Oliver and the entire crew. Today's flight will take 15 hours 42 minutes to reach the destination. I'd like to request that you focus your attention on the monitors above as we go over to the safety precautions against COVID-19.
Hello everyone! To ensure that our journey to our destination is safe and that we follow the precaution necessary to avoid contracting the COVID-19 virus, we must first ensure that our face mask is properly worn. Additionally, it is preferable if we change our disposable face mask every 4 hours. We should avoid speaking without a face mask and make it a habit to always sterilize our hands with alcohol or any other agents that may prevent and clean our hands after handling other things. If someone is experiencing discomfort at the moment, it is advisable to inform our personnel promptly so that can receive temporary relief. Thank you and enjoy your flight to our Shelter Airlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attentions to the cabin crew who will demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Thank you.
This airplane has 6 emergency exits. Take a moment to choose the exit that is closest to you. Keep in mind that the closest escape can be behind you. Count the rows leading up to this exit. If the cabin's pressure suddenly drops, maintain a calm posture and follow the cabin's crew's instructions. Each seat is provided with a seat belt. To fasten, put ends together. Tighten a seat belt by pulling loose end and to unfasten, lift the whole buckle and pull free end to release. In the unlikely event of a water landing, use your individual life vest found under your seat. Remove sharp objects from your body, put it on, slide the vest over your head. Take the tapes around the waist and push ends to buckle. Pull tape to tighten. When outside the aircraft, inflation jacks to inflate the vest. Manual inflation tubes are found on both sides. Blow to increase air. Push pins inward to release air. Lights will automatically illuminate once the battery tap is immersed in water. Do not inflate the vest inside the aircraft. Please be reminded that the unauthorized removal of life vests from the aircraft is a criminal offense.
For the second time, please direct your attentions to the cabin crew who will demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. Thank you.
There will be a rapid change in cabin pressure. An oxygen mask will automatically drop from the compartments above you. When this happens, immediately grab the mask, pull it towards you, put it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. If you are traveling with a child, first put on your own mask and then the child's mask. Keep the mask on until you are advised to remove it. Please take note of the emergency exit marked along each side of this cabin and the exit nearest to you. For further information, please refer to the safety instruction card found in the seat pocket in front of you. For your information, there are slide ramps in this aircraft. This aircraft is equipped with an escape pass lighting system. In case of emergency evacuation, the lights will illuminate leading you to the exit. Have a fun flight, everyone! On behalf of Flight 891A headed by Captain Oliver and the rest of the team, we wish you a pleasant flight.
En nome del shelter Elanas Chepiada pero Capito Oliver e o resultante de equivalenza de llamamos a todos en bom home. We are the good skyway to your home.